Welcome back to Colorado's Best. I'm Paula Haddock here with Linnore Gonzales, the owner of Decor&You. You're always full of amazing ideas, Linnore. And when it comes to recycling things, kind of going through your drawers and your closets, a lot of people decide they're going to pitch it, you're going to toss it. But you've got some really creative ideas instead of tossing it, to treasure it. I love it.
Because sometimes you go through your basement or your attic and you find things, you know, you don't know what to do with it. Instead of like tossing it or giving it away, maybe you should think twice and see what you can do with it first. I mean,
repurpose it, be creative.
With a little imagination, you probably can repurpose it, like you said, and make it functional in another way.
I love what you've done with the wooden shutters over here. I would never have thought of this.
So this is just like an extra shutter that you probably have laying in your garage or in your basement. So it's a good thing. It's nice to mount on the wall. The louvers are perfect to put all the invitations or notepads or, you know, notes from your kids and stuff. So it's a nice statement, you know, in a boring laundry room or kitchen.
I love what you've done with the tea tins over here. These are adorable.
I always like say that's like a tongue twister for me. Now you could actually see this, like, you know, if you're antique shopping, you could see this in antique stores. It's very cheap. But if you happen to have things like this that have like vintage drawings on it or vintage pictures, another way to repurpose it is to use it as a vase. So here they just put like fresh flowers. They're usually watertight, so you don't have to worry about sealing it. But well, isn't this a great idea?
I love it.
To put in a room.
Daisies go so well with kind of the old-fashioned, like you said, you know, just kind of that old-fashioned
look. It's something that you won't think about. It's not easy. You don't break it. It's not glass, so you don't have to worry. But it's a nice statement in a boring room.
It's so much fun. Look what you've done with an old file cabinet.
Yeah, this
drawer.
is actually for an index cards. I don't know if you've seen this. It's probably vintage by now. I don't know if people are still using this. But this is for index card. It's a file drawer. It's probably like something that you won't use, but you could turn it into a little herb garden for your kitchen window. So here what we did is we just used it as our little container for our herbs.
I think it's just so fun, so fun. Now look at those old doorknobs. These are beautiful.
Yeah, these doorknobs, you probably, sometimes you find this and you don't know what to use, but this is great to use as a hook, you know, for coats or for your keys. So it's something that you could put in a wall. You know, it's something, it's very decorative. Even though you don't have to put anything on it, it's still a decorative piece.
Exactly. You don't have to go for the door. You just go for the wall and just hang everything on it. I love that.
It's just something interesting and different. And
it's a great idea.
Sometimes people would just toss this out not knowing what to do with it.
This is why we love you and your team, Linnore. I mean, I would never in a million years come up with these ideas. Look what we've done with the teacups.
Yeah, this is one of our favorites. I mean, sometimes you have saucers and cups that don't match anymore, or you just don't know what to do with it. They're old. It's a great gift actually for someone, you know, for you to give someone. And it's very easy to use. You always have candles that, you know, that's not used up 100%. So what you do, these are the things that you need. You need the wick, you know, which is this one, and of course your saucers and your teacups and stuff. But you also have to have a thermometer, because it's very, you know, it's important for you to make sure that you're melting the candle at the right temperature, and it's 185 degrees. And how you do that, you have two containers. So you get a pot, fill it with water, put another empty pot where you put the wax to melt.
So you don't double boiler then?
Yeah, it's a double boiler. So I think it's safer to do it that way. And then once it's melted, all you do is make sure that the wick is in place and then pour the melted candle over there.
And then you've got a beautiful little candle just like this. Is this a little bookmarker you've made?
Yeah, like, you know, sometimes you find old keys. This is just an old key that we found. So what you need is just velvet ribbon and glue. And so you turn this into a bookmark. So it's like really something that's different.
Super simple, really fun. I would imagine kids would really love to do that.
Yeah, and it's something great to give to, you know, someone who loves to read.
And look what you did with the old needles and thread.
I know. It's a nice, it's a great idea because it's transparent. You could actually see what you put in there. So it's really not just for canning food or putting sauces or whatever, or fruit. You could actually put a lot more other things in there, like buttons, like colorful buttons, like thread and other sewing items.
Talk about colorful objects. Look at that.
This is a nice project. Jen and Janine actually made this.
Jen and Janine.
Yeah, my creative people. This is a great project if you want to do something with your kids. It's very easy. If you have leftover wallpaper or just colored paper, then you could wrap a box that you're not using anymore. with this paper. And then, you know, these are just like colored magazines that you just tie around a pencil to create that rounded
kind of like a little rosette looking thing.
Very
so you just
easy
roll
to
it
do.
up on a pencil
Yeah.
and then stuff it in there.
And then glue it in there. So isn't that nice?
I love it. And it's
So
got a
now,
nice weight to it after all that.
It is. So this is something that you probably would toss out because you have no use for it.
Sure.
But then if you repurpose it to look as pretty as this one, you'll find something.
That's beautiful. That would make a beautiful gift too.
It is.
Now this is one of my favorite things. I've never seen anything like this ever.
This is so easy to do. Well, if you have,
shred.
again, if you have extra wrapping paper or just even maybe
Lots of people have wrapping paper lying around.
All you have to do is get your little shredder, paper shredder, and just shred this. So just create this confetti, and it creates, like, you know, if you're doing a gift or you're packing something, this is nicer than just putting styrofoam.
It's fun. It's brilliant.
It is fun.
It's so
very
simple.
colorful.
I love it.
So it's perfect.
I really love what you've done. It's kind of an eclectic little table stand here.
So this is so easy to do. You have encyclopedias. We don't use encyclopedias anymore with the internet and stuff, so you probably are wondering what to do with them. So instead of tossing them, what we did, we cleaned it up, we stacked it, we did 2 columns, and we just bought this piece of glass that we put on top of it, and it's a nice side table for your living room.
And Linnore, repurposing isn't just for the smaller items in your home.
Like, look what we did here. This is a mantle that we found for $10, and it's a great thing to use. It was really like ugly looking. The paint was all chipped.
Beaten up.
So what the designers did here, they wanted to create this fake fireplace in an office. This is an office, and so they painted this to add the color because the owner wanted like bright and saturated
Love it.
colors.
I mean, it just pops.
It does. So it's something that you could do with a little paint and with a little imagination. You could turn, like you said, little things, furniture, even a mantle into something that's another, you know, with another purpose, or you can repurpose it to something else.
It just has become this beautiful statement piece for any sitting area, whether it's a home or an office. And Linnore and her team are full of ideas like this. They have them all posted on their website, Decor&You.hr.com. You need to go on there, check them out. Also, Linnore has a great offer for our Colorado's Best viewers. And here is that offer. She's actually got several offers because she couldn't fit all of her ideas into one segment. She has put all of her information on her website just for Colorado's Best viewers. You can also download a copy of her 10 home organization ideas for 2012. Now, all you have to do is go to Decor&You.hr.com/organize for that subject. And here's a great offer. You will receive, listen to this, free installation with the purchase of any design service. That includes window coverings, curtains, blinds, delivering and moving furnishings, as well as hanging artwork. That's a value of up to $500 that you're going to get for free, but you have to make the purchase by January 31st. Decor&You. Now here's their phone number, 303-346-2593. You can also go online, Decor&You.hr.com.